back streets of Manchester, onto a few of our properties, and we'll show you around. First time being here, so it's gonna be good. On the short left model, it's been breaking in. I think last month we done 5.5k revenue. So far this month, but it's this one, isn't it? So far this month we're on 5k revenue as well, and we've still got 6-7 days to get booked out.
Yeah, we're at like 66% occupancy for December, 5k in gross revs. So should be aiming for what, 6 grand? 6 grand in December.
Is that what usually happens with bookings? Like, they all come flooding in like a few days before they actually book the stay?
Yeah, like, we tried to come in the month at like 30-40% occupied, but like, I think around Christmas time, because it's like I mentioned before, it works completely different to like airlines, so it's sort of like a race to the bottom the closer you get to the date. So like right now we have like discounts on our property, so as it like comes towards like these like next 7 days, they get heavily discounted, and it's just about getting last minute bookings in and filling up the calendar. So I think like right now we're just short of 6k revenue this month. Should finish around 7.5-8k I reckon, potentially. We'll see. We'll let you know the numbers by the end of the month, but we are queuing up for a really good month with it.
Usually with pricing, does it get cheaper or does it get more expensive?
It gets cheaper the closer you are to the date. Like I mentioned with airlines, let's say for example you're booking Dubai for like 6 months time from now, prices are at a premium. Well, the prices are at like a bare minimum, sorry, but like it works the complete opposite in the Airbnb space. So like today you'll be at the lowest rate they'll possibly be at, because it's just about getting the last minute bookings in. But that's why it just works the complete opposite. So like yeah, like we aim to come in every single month about 30-40% occupied, but at really good rates. Then it's just about getting the last bookings in at just okay rates, just filling up the calendar and just driving as much revenue as possible at that point. This is in the centre of Manchester as well, 3-bed town now. We've got the one on Newton Street which we've already gone through. I've done what, close 2-minute walk from here. I've done like close to 10k revenue, like was it last month or whenever it was. It's like these properties absolutely fly because of the location and because of the ICP who's staying in there as well. But we're going to be testing out our onboarding process out with today. I've never been here. I've not even seen the check-in instructions. I'm hoping the team have sorted it out proper. Have you? Let's see what it's like.
Check-in video.
Is it?
Let's see it.
So this is a newly listed, right?
It's fairly new, yeah.
2 months.
Couple months, so it's still not fully optimised yet. But
yeah. And one thing we say as well, like the first month or two, it's just about getting the reviews in. It's about driving the traffic on the Airbnb platform, on booking.com, getting the bookings in. Then once you've got the reviews in, your nightly rates go up. So like right now, November, December, 6k revenue. I think it was November. You'll go over the numbers proper shortly.
yeah,
The first 2 months is crazy. What you have to do, you have to get commercial bins when you get houses and stuff. So we take the bins off so no one could do it, otherwise you spend hundreds of pounds on it. We've got commercial bins.
Let's go.
Commercial there. Welcome guides, welcome to the Apollo team. All the basic stuff you need. That's a free game for you right there.
That's cool.
House rules over there.
Yeah.
Every single property needs it.
Thermostat, heating air.
Fire evacuation notice.
It's cold.
No smoking signs.
What's with the interior?
It's a unique statement property. That's exactly what it is. As Kieran said it a million times the last one, it's a statement property.
Trying so hard not to say the word statement after that video. Said it so many times. First aid kit, labelled. We've got bulbs, bin bags. Everything's labelled in the property. No smoking signs, kitchen instructions.
Nice.
The more work we putting stuff like this in the property from day one, the less work our team are going to have to put into replying to guests, dealing with issues. If guests have got all the instructions that they need to use all the appliances in the property and follow the house rules, they're not going to come to message us, or if they do, it's going to be a lot less than what they would without them. So
that's like comes to the importance of knowing everything about the Airbnb model. Like if you have everything from the start, whether that's like checking instructions, how to use appliances, all the compliance, it helps you sell to landlords easier. And it means like if you know all this stuff and how to get the right people in the right places, you don't actually have to come to these properties. That's one thing I've learned over the past 7 to 8 months. You don't need to come to any properties. If you get a team, you can do it all for you. It's like we get to live it by design. Like I'm always so conscious of that. Like if you want to build a business like this, and it's like, well, if you're coming doing all the day-to-day stuff, you're painting the walls yourself, you create another job. You need to be able to think, if I'm not here, how can people take over? How do you put the people in the right places? And it just comes like this as well. Like even the heating instructions in here, I know it's a bit difficult, bit different, but we've got it all in like the guidebook for guests and how to use. It just limits the amount that people can reach out to you. makes it more hands-off. So the more information you give people, the less headache occurs from the back of it.
I viewed this property with the landlord. He was running it himself as an Airbnb, but was really struggling. So we came in, completely restaged it as well. So yeah, all this furniture in here is brand new. Like literally everything you see here.
Everything's brand new. Just even coming down to the base, it's like, look at the fireplace.
Statement, innit? Statement feature.
But even stuff like that, you get guests who asking how to use it. It's like we don't advertise that, so we specifically say to guests that you are not allowed to use that, because some people come with the expectation that they can use certain things or whatever it may be, but if you lay the ground rules from the property from the get-go, very little complaints, very little headache, more reviews, more bookings, simple as. And we've got a desk space. We're bragging about this, don't we? 48% of people feel to buy desk space. It's 50 quid, you need to get one.
On Airbnb, we've got something called an amenities checklist. So when we're putting properties into our onboarding phase, the clients fill out an amenities checklist, and if there's any gaps missing, such as like a games area or dedicated workspace or coffee, for example, we'll always try and get them in. So we went to the Airbnb conference, they said a games area could be like 15% increase in ROI. Everyone's searching for workspaces now. Because although this is like more of a leisure property, people will still come here and work. So they need good Wi-Fi speed, a desk where they can work from, and then stuff like this. It's just adding new features. There's even like games consoles as well. The landlord really put the effort into this. These are the type of landlords you want to partner with. There's a lot of landlords that try and cheap out on the property. They don't really understand how the model works. So that's where you come in and you educate these landlords and you sell the benefits. Like this property was good, but it wasn't anything like this before we took it on. But the landlord was happy to pay the price and make it look like this, and he's getting the reward from it now. £5 in revenue, 60% occupied. Should finish on 6.5 this month in December. So imagine summer next year, we're probably touching 10,000 like Newton Street. All because he's put the effort into the property. So we've got a terrace as well. This terrace was full of plants, so we got rid of all them.
It's just really understanding your ICP with it. Like, I know we brag on about it, but if you know who is exactly staying at your properties, you design it around there. And it's the exact same. Like when I was starting out in doing this, I just transfer, like when I was doing the recruitment before, I understand sort of the basics and how it works, like sales, marketing, get people through the door, sign them up, get paid. It's the exact same with this. If you understand just the niche of how you can make it work and who you're actually targeting, then you start to get the bookings you want, you get the rates you want, you make the money you want as well with it.
The space wasn't like being utilised at all. So basically this is like where the kitchen is, where we've just been. So we've got like glass there, glass here. I think it's sick. Yeah. But it was literally full of plants, like everywhere, like these plant pots, but it was literally covered. The space just wasn't utilised, so yeah, we've cleared it all out, give everyone a bit of room, and in summer, people are going to use this so much. Imagine doing a bit of work, having a coffee outside, working on your laptop there. So good. There's no properties like this in Manchester.
Crazy.
Down to your expertise, like you just mentioned there, like some of these landlords, obviously this landlord has done Airbnb before, he did know, but because we've got so many units, we've got so much data, we sort of know what works, we just replicate that across the board. Like just even giving basic advice and that, it's going to make you stand out to other people and why it works. Because ultimately the whole point of having this business, again, it's just so you don't actually have to do too much. If you put the right people in the right places, get the right properties, protect your brand, you just keep putting in the work from that point, get help from other people. Yeah.
So Newton Street's a rent, right? And this one's a management.
Yeah. This one's management, yeah.
So did you just basically copy what works with your rent, and now you're sort of doing the same with
it's the exact same process. Rent and management, you do the exact same thing. The only difference is management is a little bit more work because you're reporting to a client. Like this is the client's property. Whereas Newton Street, that's ours. We don't report to anyone. But in terms of like operationally, it's the exact same process. Your pricing, your cleaning, your check-ins, your check-outs, all that side is it's the exact same. It's just the client management that's a bit different. So we send this client every single month a monthly statement outlining what revenue the property's brought in, any expenses that the property's incurred, and then our management fee. That's literally it. Obviously, you've got to make sure the client's happy, so that's why we just have to be on point. So that's why we try and say, get a couple of rents under your belt first, get the experience, and then landlords that have properties like this will trust you to run their property. Because we came to landlord and said, look, there's 2 minutes down the road, we've got a similar spec property on Newton Street that we rent, we've got experience running that for a year. and that 100% helps us secure this property.
So rent to rent is really good to get started. Again, it does come down to us putting our money where our mouth is though. We literally made the investment in taking on a risky rent to rent, as you'd say. It's what, 3k a month in rent, bills, XYZ. It's like, well, that's a selling to this landlord to say we're doing this. It's more of like, yeah, you've just got to take the risk sometimes. It's more of a risk, and it's not more of a risk when you know how it works. When you get a good rent to rent and start pivoting to management, it really helps out massively. It's just an easier sell. You're having a conversation with a landlord saying we've got this property 2 minutes down the road, here is the revenue, what we've done. Compared it to his revenue, we've done even more. And we've got better reviews in the property, which means we manage it better. It gives you a massive sell. But first you've got to make that investment and get going. You've got to get started.
First though. You can, it's just a little bit harder to get the first one over the line. That's why we try and say to people that want to do management first, if they've, for example, not got the capital to take on the rent to rent, start with your network, start with referrals, go to networking events. We try and push on that because that's where you're going to get the most trust from people that you already know and connected with already. But you can also run ads and the leads will come to you, and you can and will close properties. But for example, this property, this one was a referral, yeah. He was speaking to quite a lot of management companies, and the reason he came with us was just the local expertise. But that's why everyone that comes on, we try and push on, start in your kind of area, because landlords love the local expertise, so they love it. So if you're, for example, based up in London and you're starting out in management, I would purely focus on London, because then you're going to push on the local expertise and get properties in London for now, and then you can expand later. We've got so many in Manchester because of it. We've got like 40, 50 units now.
The only reason we're able to win clients like this is because we made that investment, we took the risk, we then took on loads of properties, we've reinvested all our money back into the business to get the right people in the right places, giving better client fulfillment, then clients ultimately trust you more. Like, it all comes down to, are you willing to make the investment yourself? Like, if you're willing to do that, and willing to put your money where your mouth is, willing to have these chats with landlords, do what it takes, and show them that you are capable of doing it, and show that you know the expertise or the knowledge of Airbnb, then ultimately you can get properties like this. Because this is all, we only had it for 2 months. Over the course of 2 months, it's done what? I believe it's over 10k revenue.
Yeah.
And we charge, I think it's 20% management fees, and this one close to 20%. So we'll do, what, 2k management fees from this. When we've got the systems in place, automated messages, and we've got the staff who then just chase reviews, do the proactive stuff and reactive stuff with maintenance if anything comes up, and just send the client statement out at the end of the month. Then you see it from a different angle as acting like the CEO. That you've got the people in the right places, right, rather than weaknesses in this area, and you start to improve these different areas. Ultimately, you need to pull yourself out of the business to then get the right people in to think, well, how do we grow this even more, and how do we improve our current service? We've had it right now. We've just hired an operations manager in-house, moved some of the positions around, and we're seeing very, very like just massive upgrades within the business internally. New ideas coming to us, new ideas from the operations manager, new systems we're implementing constantly, and you've got to be constantly adapting as well. That's why we always make the investment in ourselves and the investment in the team. So ultimately, that's what's going to get you to where you need to get to in this game. Look at this. The details on point.
Kieran and the Evolve team.
Sick of his name being first. Who's allowed? Because he's set up the Instagram account, that's why his name's first. I'm sick of this.
Drop a comment below whose name comes first.
Is it Kieran and Kieran, or is it Kieran?
Nah.
This is sick.
It's good, innit? Do you prefer this or Newton Street?
They're both sick. I just like
They're very different, aren't they?
I like all the rustic.
They're both like industrial though.
Yeah.
I prefer this one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
This one's a master bedroom, ensuite. We've got a big walk-in wardrobe in here.
I didn't realise how sick this was.
Sweet
Good
dream.
morning, good night.
It's mad that.
All these beds are brand new. This couch was here, but literally the full property was whitewashed. All prints, it's been restaged, new furniture. Look at these beds. I think they're sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
So much better. Like, these blinds are blackout as well. They had some, it just had these in.
Yeah.
And these not good enough. Need blackout curtains.
This is what I mean though. I think this property is better than Newton Street. You've also got to feel location. The amenities we've got in here. We're getting families in here who are coming for weeks at a time. Getting corporate people, whether they're here from like a massive big business from London and are up here doing whatever they're doing. Yeah. They can work here. Games room, even if contractors are here for a couple of weeks or whatever it may be. If it costs 200 or 300 quid a night, you can sleep, is it 8 you can sleep in here?
The sofa bed, 8.
8 people, it's like 30, 40 quid a night per person.
Yeah.
Get a hotel.
Get a room for 150 quid a night in Manchester.
Rooms, where you're with the boys, whatever it may be, enjoying yourself, games room. It's good for more, it's like company morale and stuff. Makes them perform better at work. It's like a big circle.
Yeah.
providing value. That's what we're doing. That's what I mean. It comes down to, for example, this landlord was doing it himself and he was doing well, but then he's like, why do I want a management company? Because it's just, he wants to buy his time back, he wants to do other things, focus on his job, focus on his career. We can ultimately do that, and that's the price you pay. Let's say we even make him the same or a little bit less. Well, for 200 quid less a month, he doesn't have to deal with this anymore. That's a trade-off people are willing to pay. So you might even think, like, why would even someone come to you to do Airbnb if they're doing it themselves? But there's loads of sales. There's sales to every single thing you do, every single aspect of it.
Also, it's the direct bookings we get. He wasn't getting any direct bookings on the property. We got loads straight away. Because Angels was absolutely cooking. But even if our management fee is 15%, so he's paying that cost. But if we're getting direct bookings in, that's saving him 15%. He's still making it like the exact same. So we're not only converting more direct bookings, saving him money there, but we're also getting the nightly rates increased. So he's making more money.
That's because they're not going on Airbnb.
We're taking them off the platform as much as we can. Like, a lot do book through Airbnb because it's a massive marketing platform. However, you want to take guests off the platform when they want to book again. So you build relationships. Airbnb and Booking.com, they'll bring the guests in, and it's about nurturing those guests and making sure they book direct next time.
We've got thousands of contacts in Manchester, and it's just more the peace of mind for these landlords as well. When you because when you understand the Airbnb model and how it works, even compliance or legislation, you can help landlords make an informed decision and a better decision than what they was making. For example, there, it's like, I think the gas safety certificate was coming out. I think the landlord was unaware. Yeah. It's we make sure we got an engineer out to come sort that out, making sure we come round, all the compliance is sorted, fire evacuation plans, pat testing, all that sort of stuff he wasn't fully aware of. We've come and done it his proper. Now it's fully compliant, and if any issues come up, it's like we are secure, we've got our insurance, everything's done to the legislation as what we know. So I mean, this one's a referral. Doing £1,000 a month near enough in management fees off a referral, and we'll do more as we continue to grow it. Do you know how crazy that is? We always talk about the few main, I think we've got a video on me explaining some of the main ways to get properties on, and we do it obviously what we teach people now more in detail. Well, a referral is only a good way if you know like the market, if you're very skilled, because why is someone going to pass a property onto you if they don't even know what you do? So it comes down to letting people know what you do, showing you're an expert in your field, and ultimately when you come to speak to people and they've got a property, they'll think of you first. The amount of people that think of us first, and I'll give these lads it to Airbnb because they see what we've done with other landlords, and it comes to proof. So, but you do that by making the investment yourself. Like, we've not really like forced ourselves to like get paid lots from the management business, because we've just been getting new staff on, putting people in the right places ultimately for client fulfillment. The one thing I'm really big on is like perfecting the product, and the margins will come later. That's my whole thing. If we can't like scale and make money off this long term, it's like we're probably not doing things right. And it's more to do with self-development. Like, are we putting the right people in the right places? Do we know what we need to know? And ultimately, if we do know that, then the money will follow. It comes down to your value.
Also, what kind of business you want to build as well.
Yeah.
You can get 10 management properties like this. You could probably manage 90% of the work, not hire as aggressively as me and Kieran have done, and make good money. But me and Kieran have chose not to get paid much today, so we can get paid in 2-3 years. But also off the back of that, the client's going to be happy, property's going to be booked out. We're scaling like crazy because that's the business we want to build. We want to get to 200 units by end of 2026. So we're only going to do that by, like Kieran said, putting people in the right places. But you could get 10 of these and kind of chill out, manage the clients yourself, do the pricing, do all that yourself, and it will be manageable. But it just depends on what kind of business you want to build.
That's why we say like corporate works really well. Like, for example, if you're watching this and you're in like a sales role or like an admin role, you'll see that directors have put a lot of people in different positions to do that, to help grow the business and to help fulfill clients. If you're in recruitment, like you're doing all the sales side, you're making sure finance is chasing all the outstanding invoices, making sure the team's on what they need to be, making sure you're checking all. It's part of the skill set you need. And once you understand the skill set, like everything comes later. Like literally. We went from 3 units in Jan 24 to 17, I believe it was, by April 2024. Getting 14 whilst working a full-time job, because the management came from when we already took the rents on, when people knew what we was doing already because we started pushing it. Our old bosses didn't like it. I had to delete my LinkedIn account, is what it is. But then we got to a point where we got referrals. Oh, I know these do Airbnb management, they'll do your property for you. Perfect, we'll take it on, XYZ. Kept growing the business, investing in the team, trying to put the people in the right places. Even now, we're constantly changing systems, constantly trying to adapt. It's all about being the best version of yourself, and that's the way I look at business. The business is a reflection of you. If you do well in business, that means that it's a reflection of you. If you do bad, it's like, well, that's your standards. even with us, if we drop reviews, it's like, well, that's our standard, really. It is right now until we get better people in place. It's part of the game. Constantly learning. We go upstairs?
Yeah. Mind your head, Danny. Yeah?
Just a walk down the bed, Danny. It's been done alright by the cleaners. It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too perfect to lie on.
This is cosy.
What do you think, Danny?
It's cosy, this, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, this has got to be the master. This is a main bedroom.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice.
This is nice.
Shut the doors like you open blinds.
Yeah, I kind of want to just sit in here.
Yeah. I like how dark it is.
Yeah.
It will pay its dividends over. It'll pay himself back over 6 months.
Yeah. Everything just comes from like logical decisions at this point. When you're first starting out, everything is emotional. Like, is it going to work? Is it not? You don't know whether to take the risk or not. But now, because we've got the blueprint of going, right, well, we know exactly what every single room's going to look like. We know what key amenities we're getting on. We're just repeating the conversations with landlords as fast as possible. We've potentially going to sign 5, 6 this week. If we get them on board and doing average 500 quid management fees a month, 3.5k more to the portfolio, to the business. But you can only move at that speed once you understand stuff.
Yeah.
So the quicker you are to get started and fail, the quicker you are to get to that point and learn and adapt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm adamant about. Like, for example, speaking to Sam, who's just started, obviously, the rent to rent a couple months ago. He went and visited like 5, 6 agents last week. He's like, do you know what? I'm starting to get an understanding of it. I'm like, good. I want you to fail for another month or so before you get your first deal. It's part of the game. You'll understand more from that than any success you have in this. The more you fail, the more you learn, the more you understand. Because it hurts when you don't get what you want in it. So it's just like, well, if you mess up, if we like have a costly mistake in the business that hurts, you want to make sure that just doesn't happen again. It's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Back to mindset.
Yeah, literally.
Got to learn to enjoy it, haven't you?
Yeah, I was thinking about this last night. You've already achieved everything you want, time's just not caught up yet. Pitch you last year, if you said you were going to be at nearly 100 units, would you have just enjoyed it a bit more of the work? You're like, I'm not even thinking about the result of it anymore, I'm just thinking of doing the work. That's like the most important part, just doing the work and enjoying it. I get stressed sometimes, I get fuming, I have arguments with staff. It is what it is, but then it's just like, well, if you want to get to your goals, might as well enjoy your life as well. But it's good though, because you work with good people and you're working towards a common goal, it just makes everything worth it. It's like when people say passion or purpose, like, I won't say Airbnb is my passion and purpose, but the fact that I'm working to build something with good people, that's what matters the most to me.
Better this or Newton Street?
I think this one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, I'm feeling something from it.
You're feeling a certain energy in this room?
Yeah.
This is the room, innit?
Yeah, this is.
This is the room.
But this is why we've got his mum doing that. If you're starting out doing staging, you need to understand all this.
Yeah.
When your mum comes into these places and decorates it, she comes from a place of, if I was a guest, how would I do it?
Makes it
It's hard. It's hard to think that way. Like, you have to think with staging from a guest perspective. My mum's got the natural ability. Some people just have it, some people don't. Me and Kieran don't have the ability to go and stage a property. We wouldn't know what to do with this.
Yeah,
we would have an idea, but the attention to detail that you get from bringing in a professional is way more than what you think.
That's what I mean. We tell people to play to the strengths and weaknesses. The amount of like people we come who come as a two to like learn from us. Like we can clearly tell who's strong at like sales and who's strong at operations, and it's like splitting them up. It's helping them put a proper business plan in place to go, well, if you do get to where you want it to get to within the Airbnb space, how do you want it to look? And that's what I'm really so key on. Like, it's no point just making a business for the sake of it. You've got to see like what's the reason behind it. Why do you get started in Airbnb? Why not do anything else? Why not just stick in your 9 to 5? Like, if you really want to get out of it and do Airbnb, it's like, well, if you know what your life wants to look like in a year's time, if you want to be the main sales guy in the business, then do it around that. It's all it has to be. Then just let time catch up and just do the work. That's what it comes down to.
So one of the main reasons that landlords like this will partner with us is simply to make more money. Now, through Airbnb management, that is very possible. So we've only had this property for what, 2 months now?
Yeah, middle of October time?
Middle of October. So we've had 1 full month, which is November. And as you can see, straight away, we're at 73% occupied. That's what we finished on for the month, which is great. £5,462 in revenue brought in, a gross daily rate of £248 a night. That's only going to go up as we get more reviews and build a track record on the property. Now the landlord got paid £4,075.14 for this property in his first full month, which I think's strong result, to be fair. Considering this property will probably get around, because of its location, £2,500 a month on a traditional AST. Now if he's paying agency fees as well, that's probably going down to about 2,250 in terms of net. Now what you have to do when you are running an Airbnb, you have to factor in your bills. So this landlord for this property, because it's quite big, there might be £500 in bills. So that takes his net revenue from £4,000 to 3.5. But if he's getting 2,250 net on an AST, he's up over £1,000 just from turning his property into a short let. So that's how powerful the model is. And most of the landlords that we speak with, the main pain point is money. They want to maximise their returns on their property because ultimately they are investors. But there's a lot of other benefits as well, such as control and using the property for personal use. But this is just a prime example of how powerful short lets can be if done properly.
Yeah, and you've got to think from like a landlord's perspective as well. Like, he's given us this property, this new legislation that's come in with the rent reform bill, which means tenants get monthly rolling contracts. Because the property is so unique like this and it's so expensive, you're only tapping into such a small market. Only very few people can rent this long term. It's like when we got Newton Street, that was vacant for months at a time. So the landlord was losing a lot of money. Whereas short let, a lot of landlords come to us and go, right, how to make as much money as possible, as quick as possible. Then obviously utilising the short let method, able to get that. You also get more control as well. Like if you work with us, you know, you get local expertise of compliance legislation on Airbnb and how to make more money for your property. That's why landlords come to us, and that's why people always get taught from us as well, because we know what we're talking about. And that comes to just having enough data, trying enough things, taking enough calls, taking a load of properties on, failing fast with it, understanding what works, understanding what doesn't. So when we chat with landlords like this, or if you're a landlord watching yourself, for example, you're trying to speak to us, we know exactly what your property can make on an Airbnb model. We know what it makes in an AST. We know how to maximise what it will be making an Airbnb as well. So it just comes through knowledge and experience with stuff like this. So we're going to wrap it up here. If you want to see more videos like this where we explain obviously more properties we take on for the management model, or if you're a landlord wanting to find out how we can manage your property, then feel free to get in touch with us below.